IBEW delegates are taking steps to ensure a prosperous future for the Brotherhood. Hi there, I'm Tim Tialdo, and thanks again for watching our continuous coverage of the 38th International Convention here in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Tim, delegates here on the convention floor voted in favor of a per capita dues increase to be phased in over the next 5 years. It will strengthen a progressive plan of moving the Brotherhood forward and ensure the IBEW's financial stability in the years to come. That's what International President Ed Hill told delegates.
Take into consideration what we're asking for and the fact that we have reasons for asking for it. The fact that we did not just take the money that you gave us in 2006 and squandered it. We used it for your benefit. We used it to build the IBEW, and we'll use whatever you give us to build further.
We need the per capita tax increase because we still need to move forward in our unionism and organizing. It'll give the tools for the international to better serve us.
It was a tough decision. I voted for it, but it was a lot of soul searching went into it because back home we've got a lot of members out of work and a lot of people just barely getting by. And when I go back and tell my membership I voted for this, I'm sure I'm going to catch flack for it. But in the long run, it was the right thing to do. We've got to have the money to continue the organizing efforts and grow the Brotherhood.
It's an investment in my job. It's an investment in keeping me where I'm at. It's an investment in bringing other people up that don't have it as good as I do. And it's also an investment in helping people that don't have it good at all to learn and be able to get something that we all desire.
Remember, you can get full details on the per capita votes and all other business conducted here in our Convention Highlights newsletter, available every morning on the convention floor. You can also get extended coverage online at IBEW.org.
It's time for all of us to stand up for jobs. We have to speak out loud and clear to our political leaders in the United States and in Canada to let them know that we believe in our countries. We believe that we can create jobs and a better way of life. And we're tired of the excuses. We want some results. We want some jobs. We want people back to work, not next month, but today. Together, we're the most powerful force on the face of the earth for progressive good. We are the American and Canadian labor movement, and we will not be denied.
Since the IBEW only gets together every 5 years for their international convention, capturing the memories of such a massive undertaking are pretty important. And let's be honest, it's not every day that you get together with several thousand of your brothers and sisters to do business. So taking the convention photo isn't just some snapshot, it's an entire event. If you thought fitting people into a snapshot on your cell phone was tough, meet Mark Siegel.
It's 11, and we're going to cut it down when we print it, so.
He's got the monumental task of fitting over 2,000 IBEW delegates into one panoramic photo.
Okay, I need more people to come around the outside here and behind the people on this side. These guys are somewhat experienced because they've done it so many times, so it's not that difficult, but in the end, many of them forget that if their two eyes aren't showing, the camera's not going to see them, so there has to be a lot of shifting.
And anytime you get this big of a group to stand still,
very good, hold still, we're coming around.
Patience is short-lived.
Sometimes just a little humor, storytelling, and trying to arrange people better is the only way to handle it.
The convention picture has grown significantly over the years. The very first photo taken in St. Louis in 1891 contained only 10 men, including IBEW founder Henry Miller. Over the next 50 years, the number of delegates continued to grow, making the historic shot more challenging to photograph.
Now that we've shifted from film rotating cameras to digital, there's a couple of concerns, but there's some advantages as well. One of them, of course, being able to see the image right away and knowing that we've got it, that we're sharp, that we have enough light, that there's not too much movement, things of that sort.
After the thousands of smiles are flashed, the convention photo is definitely one of the most cherished souvenirs delegates will take home.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Since there's no doubt many of you will now want to see the picture, in order to view and purchase them, find the photo display booth here in the registration area of the first floor of the Convention Center.
Greatest issue facing IBEW today is jobs, jobs, jobs.
Membership, organization, membership, organizing new members.
Organizing is our greatest issue because getting people on board for locals and to believe in the union.
I think our greatest issue is unity, the brotherhood itself. When we pull together, there's nothing we can't accomplish.
As you can tell from this collection of pins from this year's convention, there is a delegate from every state in the Union and almost every Canadian province. The theme this year is Brotherhood Beyond Borders, and at least one delegate had to cross more than one border to join her IBEW brothers and sisters here in Vancouver.
I am from Panama, Republic of Panama.
How many miles from home are you?
I'm not sure how many, but quite a bit. I am the IBEW local furthest south there is. Took me about a week. I had to fly up to Seattle to go to the Canadian consulate in Seattle 3 days in order to get my visa. And then I took a bus to come in to Vancouver.
Needless to say, getting to this convention was a traveler's nightmare for Felicia Ng, who represents workers in the Panama Canal Zone. And yet, she'd gladly do it again.
The IBEW convention is a picker-upper. I come here and I see all the enthusiasm. I hear from people who lift up my psyche and it gives me strength to keep on in a country that does not have a strong middle class. We go through a lot. We do not have a voice, and coming here helps me to get activated.
The same is true for Juan Pagan, who traveled here from Local 950 in Puerto Rico.
These people, the way they talk, the way they encourage you to work for the labor movement, to do different things that normally not people do every day, that it really put your heat on it so you could go and work harder in your local.
For these delegates, the lessons they'll carry home with them.
I think it's a great experience for us, especially the Latin American and Spanish-speaking population in the United States and Puerto Rico and Panama. And I think this really encourages us to keep working very hard for our labor movement.
They believe we're a good trade for the hours spent traveling north.
It's worth the trip because this is the only time I get to spend 5 days with the whole country, United States and Canadians, and to see the effort that they also put every day into this. I'm not alone.
This is my backyard. This is what I've grown up doing. This is our life. If we don't try to save this, we won't have a tomorrow for our kids. I'm Eric Guzman, IBEW Local 130 Union Electrician. I've been working over here with BP for a while on oil cleanup. I've roughly been working for them for about 3 months. To see the people that's really got hit hard, you could just go home and cry. You know, I mean, sick to your stomach to know what these people are going through. I've been electrician for about 10 years now. I was a 5th-year apprentice when Hurricane Katrina hit.
Hurricane Katrina came through here, and right where we're standing right here, you probably had a 20-foot wall of water came through here. My name's Chet Held. I'm Assistant Business Manager of IBEW Local 130. I'm 4th generation IBEW. This is my hometown, my home area. Out here on Lake Catherine, you know, several IBEW members, this was their home. Every home, every camp was wiped out after Katrina. There has been recovery, and it takes time, and you need people to come back also. After Katrina, you'd think that New Orleans would be in a rebuilding mode, you know, big time, and it's just not happening. You know, the work is slow. There's no hospitals in this area whatsoever. We're really counting on a lot of hospital work, you know, a big part of our rebuild that IBEW members can get into and build these projects, but it's not happening. Katrina was bad. You can recover from a hurricane. You can rebuild, you can relocate, you know, you can recover. But this oil spill, you know, how long will it take? What is going to happen?
It's going to take a long time. It's going to take a lot more than 5 years. It may take 20 years to get some of the stuff back. My name's Johnny Pagano. I'm a 26-year member of the IBEW, and I've been out here since I'm 3 years old. And to see it, Katrina first destroyed it, and it slowly came back, but it's never the same. It's never going to be the same.
We've got into a lot of oil. It's sitting on the bottom. When we pass a boat over it, it'll float up. It may go right back down, but it'll float up for a while. Some of it will stay there. And eventually it's going to come back up. If I can make a difference, I will try to make a difference as much as possible. We're seeing some things that's going to affect us in the long run already.
You look around and see all the rebuilding that needs to be done, and you think that it would be promising. The impact that this oil crisis has had, it's really sad, and people are hurt, and it's showing in their faces.